Hello, thank you for watching this video on the GCSE Pathways process here at John Taylor Free School. My name is Miss Pears, for those of you who don't know me, and I joined the school in September. Much of the information that I'm going to go through during this presentation is available on the school website in the curriculum section under the GCSE's Pathway booklet. When students begin their Year 10 pathways, there are a set of core subjects that all students will follow. This includes English language and English literature, which are two separate GCSEs, and mathematics. Students will also work towards two science GCSEs, often known as combined science. Students also have to choose between studying geography or history and will be asked to study a modern foreign language, either Spanish or French if they've studied this in Year 9. In following this set of subjects, students will have a broad and balanced curriculum. However, students also have the option of two additional choices for subjects that they would like to follow, giving them a total of 9 GCSEs. In terms of what this will look like on the timetable, everyone will have to study 5 lessons of English, 5 lessons of maths, and 5 lessons of science. We also have a duty that students have 1 lesson of PSHE and 2 lessons of core PE. They do not earn GCSEs in these subjects, but they are subjects that they have to study. Everybody does also have to study geography or history and a foreign language. There are 3 lessons for each of these, but there is some element of choice. Alongside the core curriculum, students are also able to study 2 additional subjects. As you can see from the list, there are a wide range of subjects which will allow students to engage in a pathway that they would enjoy. It is important that students consider the subjects not only that they are interested in, but also the subjects that will allow them to be successful. Students will have 2 options from this choice of subjects. It's worth noting that both geography and history, or French and Spanish, can be studied, which is why they appear on this list again. If students do have a particular interest in science, or are thinking of a career that relies on science, it may be that they want to consider triple science as one of their choices. Every student will have to study 5 lessons of science. If triple science is chosen, they will study 3 additional lessons of science, but receive 1 more GCSE. Biology, chemistry and physics would be studied separately, and a GCSE would be earned in each of them. Here at John Taylor Free School, we also offer an optional extra GCSE in further maths. This is not something that takes place during curriculum time, however is taught in after school or lunchtime sessions. The content of further maths GCSE is very challenging, and it does provide a good bridge between GCSE and A-level maths. Students need to be aware that this is not something that they need to opt for at this stage, and Mr. May, the head of maths, will provide details on this at a later date. It is important that students think about people that they know and the pathways that they may have chosen that have helped them to succeed and thrive in their chosen career. We don't expect students to know at this stage exactly what career they might want to have. However, we are asking them to think about areas of interest. They will of course do more work on careers over Year 9, Year 10 and Year 11, and there'll be opportunities for work experience as we build through Key Stage 4. Central to our success here at John Taylor Free School is asking students to consider the STRIPE skills that can help them to become successful and help them to thrive. We've asked students to think about their self-manager skills, to think about what subjects they enjoy, what subjects they think might help their future career choice. We've also asked students to think about what they might achieve successfully in. We've asked students to think about the area of interest they might have, but also to think about what is going to give them a broad and balanced curriculum. The worst ideas that students can have is to think about choosing a subject because a friend was doing it. Obviously, we can't guarantee at this stage how many groups we might have and whether student friendship groups will be taken into account at all. We also can't guarantee what teachers students might have, so it's important that students don't think that they'll receive a particular teacher in a particular subject. Hopefully this year with Pathways, students have been able to try a range of new subjects, but it's important that they read through the curriculum information in the curriculum booklet so that they know what to expect in a subject. It's important also that students think about how subjects might change. Whilst revision guides are very useful, they can sometimes become very quickly out of date. Lastly, we've asked students to think about what they are successful at. Someone telling them that a subject is easy, maybe because it's their particular forte, but our students need to think very carefully about what they feel they can be successful in. There's a variety of support available here at John Taylor Free School that students have already had or will be receiving over the course of this year. There was a careers event on the 25th of November, which may have given students some idea of the type of industry they might be interested in or the pathways that they would need to follow to get there. After that, students received an assembly much like this one, which launched the Pathways process. PSHE lessons this half term have been focused on aspirations and careers, and students have also received the curriculum booklet which has been emailed out to them. It is also available on the website and allows you to see what subjects and topics students might be interested in. There's a link available to YouTube where students can watch video clips that teachers have filmed, which might give them again some more ideas about courses. The personal tutoring system is something that we pride ourselves on here, and students should have had one-to-one conversations with their personal tutors. When students are asked to fill in the Pathways form, it will be filled in during a lesson. This will allow teachers to support students as they make their options. Lastly, even when students have made their initial choices, there will be enrichments and taster sessions that will be offered before the summer so that students can reflect on their choices before starting in September. It is important to remember that we will try our best to give everyone 2 of their top 3 choices. However, we cannot guarantee it. There is a limit on class sizes in some subjects. Most subjects can have 30 students in a class, but there are some subjects like design and technology where they can only have 24 students for health and safety reasons. We also have to take into account that there may be limits on the numbers of teachers and rooms for certain subjects like computer science or food and nutrition. So what will happen next? Over the next week or so, from the 10th of December, students will be making their choices in their computing lesson. It is important to know that the choices will not be looked at until all students have completed the form. So please do not worry if you don't have your computing lesson until next week. It is not a first come first served process. However, it is important that students think carefully, as it is very difficult to change courses once we have started them in September. You can see on the right, students are asked to rank their subjects in order of preference. So thinking carefully about the subjects that they prefer the most is going to be very important to this process. Thank you very much for watching this presentation. Hopefully it's helped you with this process, and there is more information available on the school website in the curriculum booklet should you need any more information. Thank you very much. Bye bye.